All right, class, here's how you're going to start creating your media literacy portfolio. So please follow these instructions with me. And then if you need to, you can go back and watch this again. But if you would open up a new tab on your Chromebooks and your laptops, and you're going to go to sites. Mine fills in, but it's sites.google.com. So once you go to sites, it will take you to a page that looks something like this. As you can see, I am currently a contributor towards, I guess it would be 7 different sites. So what you are going to do is you are going to click on Create. And you are going to name your site. And you're going to name your site with your name. And then you're going to call this your media literacy portfolio, which simply means this is a place to post and keep your assignments. And I think the nice thing about putting these in a digital format is you can share them with anybody that you want. I would just, for now, select blank template because we're not going to worry too much about what it looks like, at least to start. But I would say you may want to select a theme. So just take a look down here and see if there's a theme. Again, I just clicked on Select Theme. And click down here and see if one catches your eye. And I'll give you a few moments to look at that. So once you've selected your theme, you can simply go up here and click on Create. And you will be in business. It'll take a moment for the website to create. All right, congratulations. You have started to create your first website. So I'm going to go back to the requirements page. So we've already done step 1. We are now going to rename that page that we just went to, and we're going to rename the page Unit 1. And we'll make it so it appears on the navigation sidebar. So I'm going to go back to my site, and I am going to click on this Edit Page button. So would you click on there? And you will now be able to edit your page. And all you need to do is replace this home title with Unit 1. And to get that change to take, like any change on here, you've got to click Save. It's unlike other Google Docs or Google applications where you do have to actually click Save to get it to take. And you see now on the navigation sidebar, which is right over here, it says Unit 1. Our next step. First, we'll be going back to see what the instructions say. So the first thing that I'd like you to do is to attach your TED Talk reflection, A1, to the Unit 1 homepage. Here's how you do that if you're not familiar. First off, we need to go into edit mode again. So we're going to click on Edit Page. And I'm going to encourage you right from the start to change your layout. This, I think, is an inefficient use of space. And here's why. When we post things, they're just going to go on top of or underneath everything on the left-hand side. And it will get a little bit too big. People will have to scroll too far to find things. People meaning mostly me, looking at your website. So if you would go to Layout, and please choose 2-column Simple. So under Layout, in Edit mode, go to 2-column Simple. And now you'll see that you have a column over here to post content, and you have another column over here. And you can easily choose which column you want to put it in by simply clicking. We'll add some text to this later, but the first thing that I'd like you to do is go to Insert. You still need to be in Edit mode. Go to Insert, and then go over here to Drive and Document. And then you can go ahead and post assignment A1, your TED Talk reflection. So I'm just going to post the assignment that we're doing right now. And once I've chosen an assignment, I'll get this page that comes up. And there's a few options here. You can choose to include a border or not. I would encourage you to include a border and for you to include the title. And let's just leave it at 600, the height at 600 pixels and the width empty to see if it can fit on that column. If you click Save, you should come to something that looks like this. And you might say, wow, that looks great, but I can't see my assignment that I posted. That's the way it should look. Take a guess at what you need to click to get that change to take. Click Save. Thank you, Mr. Sands. And here's how it will look after it posts. I like having the title up at the top. I think that looks nice. And that width is nice too because I can see the whole document on here. If I change the width to anything less, I can't really see much, and that's annoying. So this would be a good width to leave it at. Now that you've got your TED Talk reflection, assignment A1 posted, let's look at what the next thing is. The next thing that will look, I think, much more interesting on your website is for you to post your World Problems slideshow. So we are going to go through a very similar process. Go back to your site. Make sure you are in edit mode. So click Edit Page in the upper left. And I'm going to put my cursor on the right-hand side. I'm going to add my next content right here. So these two things are side by side. This is the advantage of having a two-column view. I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to go over here to Drive. And this time, instead of choosing Document, what's the program you did your slideshow on? It's on Presentation. So click Presentation, and I could actually post some of yours because you shared it with me. I won't, but you can go and find your slideshow. You probably don't have nearly as many as me. So I'm going to find my Five World Problems sample. So I'm going to post my sample because I did do that along with you. And there are a few additional options when you post a slideshow. There's a border, which I think you want to include. Have that checked. And also have your title checked. But you can also choose to have the slideshow start as soon as somebody goes on your page. I'm going to leave that unchecked, but I'll leave it up to you. You may check that box if you'd like to. And then click Save. And we will pick it up right there tomorrow.